I just woke up. As you can see, it's about in 20. Oh, how you doing? My last live got turned down. I think I got a little crazy. You know what I mean? It's like that song by Seal. Well, we're never gonna survive unless we get a little crazy. Anyway, sometimes I get a little nuts. And when I get a little nuts, YouTube gets a little nuts. So I'm gonna try to make this live stream a little bit more calmer, a little less cursing, a little less insane in the membrane. Okay, and try to explain my point. I just watched one of Teddy Zane's shorts. Now, if you don't believe me, right, I want you all to actually check out his short, okay, that he made. And I know that a lot of people may not have saw it yet. And I'm actually promoting Teddy Zane. I want everyone to see this short. And it was called Steroids is Not Cheating. Okay, this is his short. Now, he proceeds to say, and this is coming from his own words, coming out of his own mouth, that the only way that steroids is not cheating if you're not the only person who's doing it. So in other words, what he was saying is that if you're competing in a professional bodybuilding competition and you're on stage and the other bodybuilders are also taking steroids, in other words, you're not the only one taking it. Other people who are competing against you are also taking steroids. Is not cheating. I 100% agree with Teddy Zane. I couldn't agree more. I couldn't. Listen, if you're taking steroids and the other people who are participating in the bodybuilding competition is also taking steroids, it's not cheating because you're all equally taking steroids. So that makes 100%, is 100% accurate, and it's a lot of common sense, a lot of logic. It was a very, intelligent statement that Teddy Zane said. But then wouldn't that mean that if you are the only one taking it in some sort of a competition, then you are a cheater? See, I would like to actually have this debate with Teddy Zane. I really putting aside all the bullshit, putting aside, people who have problems with Teddy Zane with certain, ones of his Hong Kong stocks, that those crazy China IPOs that a lot of people, some people didn't do well on. Okay, let's put aside that. Let's put aside your disagreements with either me or with Lou or with anybody in terms of AMC. I'm not a financial planner. We all know that. I'm just an entertainer. But let's put aside all of that for a second and let's focus on a topic. The topic is steroids cheating? And I would like to actually, if Teddy would like to have it, if he has the balls, I would like to debate it with him because I feel that steroids is cheating. Okay, it is cheating because Teddy Zane, when you're offering, listen to me. See, he brought me into this. You understand? I never said I wanted to fight. Let me get this clear. I never said I wanted to fight Teddy Zane. Never said it at all. Lou had a beef, apparently, with Teddy Zane, and Lou said he wanted to fight Teddy Zane. Lou said this. I never said. I broke Teddy Zane's balls, but it was a joke. It was a joke. Like I was breaking his balls. I was like, Teddy, I'll friggin' outbench you. Obviously, he's a professional bodybuilder. Obviously, he's been doing this his whole life. And that was meant as a joke. Okay. And I told Teddy Zane, I said it to him. I said, Teddy, I was breaking your friggin' balls. It's a joke. I can't pick up 500 pounds, Teddy said. Now, I would have to be training for many, many years. I probably would have to get on the juice. I would probably have to do a lot of things in order to get. I was 21. I'll tell you the story. What's up, John? How you doing, brother? God bless you, my man. You can't enjoy, you could enjoy the breeds on the roids, absolutely. This is the point I'm saying, John. Let me try to explain something to all of you. Listen, I am a believer, okay, in fighting, and not just fighting in terms of with your fists, okay, but fighting in life. In other words, being strong-minded, being a powerful person for your family. Doing whatever you have to do each and every day to give your family a great life. That is a form of fighting. When you're fighting life to survive and you're fighting life each and every day to get to the next level of success in your life, that is a form of fighting. It is, okay? It's mental fighting. So I believe in mental fighting, physical fighting. I believe in all of that. But what I believe in is fair fighting. It's very similar to what we're dealing with in the stock market. Do you feel the stock market is fair? Do you feel that we're in a fair environment for all of us to make money? I mean, I don't. I'll tell you the truth. I don't know how you feel about it, but I certainly do not feel the stock market is fair. I feel that it is controlled by the 1%. There is a circle of, corruption going on that we're not in. And that's the facts. I mean, the people who are going to say that that's not true, they're either delusional or stupid. That boy, how you doing, brother? Christ is king. Christ is king. God bless. Please do another video on nano dimensions. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. We're talking about something right now which is not involving finances, but I'll get to that subject in a minute. We're talking about there's a YouTuber, his name is Teddy Zane, okay? And there's another YouTuber who I'm not going to promote. His name is Lou. We'll leave it at just Lou. I'm not going to give him clout if you don't know who he is. This is a guy, unfortunately, who we found out, through a lot of research, was a criminal. Okay, stole $73,000 from senior citizens, claimed he had secret connections on Wall Street, claimed he had insider trading and all this information. And what happened was he created a very successful YouTube channel that got to around 73 million views, over 80,000 subscribers. I'm just doing a quick live chat. You can leave it right over here. Thank you, hon. So the thing is that he got into a beef with this guy, Teddy Zane. Okay. Now, Teddy Zane never said nothing to Lou. He was just having a friendly discussion in regards to his opinion on Lou, which he has every right to. Everybody thinks Lou is a piece of garbage. And I was 100% in support of Teddy Zane getting down on Lou, destroying Lou. I thought it was great. Calling him out, okay, for the con man and the hustler that I believe he is. Of course, I'll say it's alleged, subject to my opinion, but he does have the criminal record to back it up. Okay. But somehow Teddy Zane involved me in this conversation. It started off where it was like, all right, look, me and Lou, whatever, we have our own personal beef. He involves Apefather. Okay. So in other words, he makes a video saying like this: Lou bitched out of fighting me. Will Apefather now will Apefather take over? Okay. So what Teddy Zane is doing, and I don't think he's realizing it, is he's trying to make me look like a chump. That's what he's trying to do. Now, I don't know why he did that, because I didn't ask to fight this dude. I actually was complimentary. I was complimentary to him. I was making video after video saying, Teddy, I'm proud of you, bro. You're calling out Lou's bullshit. God bless. I was very proud of Teddy Zane. But he decides to pull me into the fire for no reason and to try to make an asshole out of me. Right? Okay. So now there's a couple of things we got to talk about, because Teddy Zane admits he's on roids. Not just like one time, like a one-time shot. I think he's been on this thing since he was like 19 years old. Again, I'm saying it's alleged. But there's a guy who's been taking anabolic steroids for a very, very long period of time. Now, the question we have to ask ourselves is this. I'm not afraid of nobody. Let me explain something to you. I am not afraid of nothing in this world. I am not afraid of Ken Griffin. I'm not afraid of anybody. I don't care if I was talking to friggin' Donald Trump. I met Donald Trump, and I spoke to Donald Trump. We had a 5-minute conversation. I spoke to him no different than if I would speak to any Joe Blow in the street. Okay, I am not intimidated or afraid of anything. I just want to get that on the record, okay? But it comes down to a question of what is fair. See, what I believe in life is what is fair, okay? So now you get a guy like Teddy Zane, okay, who's been on anabolic steroids his whole life, professional bodybuilder, professional trader, and he wants to fight somebody who's not on anabolic steroids, who loves to eat McDonald's, who loves to eat steaks, right? Who loves to, who loves to eat, every type of restaurant that you could imagine. So the only question that I have, it's not a question. I would box Teddy. Listen to me. I would go down 100%. Listen to me. 100%. I would go down to Alabama and I would have a boxing match with him. There's absolutely no question I would do that. Okay. The only question, and I would do it, is it fair? See, that's the question. Would it be a fair matchup? Okay. Because in a real boxing ring, are you ready? If two professional boxing athletes boxed, one of them was on anabolic steroids, he would be disqualified. He'd be disqualified. Okay. So I was trying to make this point in my last live stream, but I think I started getting it. I think I cursed again. I can't help myself. I'm from New York. I keep cursing. And every time I curse, it's like freaking YouTube, man. They make these videos freaking limited. They're probably going to make this more limited too. Because it's just, I can't stop cursing. All I do is curse all the time. I don't mean to curse. What's up, Samuel? NNDM M-Bot. Ow, absolutely, baby. Absolutely. And also, I'm not a financial planner, but I'm going to give a shout out to Nano Dimensions as well. Okay, that's another one. But again, I don't give financial advice. I'm an entertainer. Yeah, but bad food doesn't give you, okay, let me tell you the difference, Rodrigo. Bad food doesn't give you an advantage of strength. Or you do understand what I'm trying to say? Bad food is just bad for you. There's nothing, steroids is bad for you. My friend's liver, I told you, I had a friend of mine who was on anabolic steroids and his liver exploded in his body. Okay, he almost died. It's a miracle that he survived. His liver exploded in his body. Okay, but the thing is, anabolic steroids gives you an advantage, an edge in terms of strength. And because of that advantage, okay, all professional sports organizations, Major League Baseball, it could be anything. It could be NFL, it could boxing, anything. They're going to disqualify you. You understand? They're going to disqualify you if you're on steroids. So I just think that like Teddy Zane kind of put his foot in his mouth here with all of these boxing things, You see, it wasn't his fault. Lou challenged him. Listen to me. Lou challenged him to a fight. Now, listen, if someone challenges you to a fight, let me get this straight. If someone challenges you to a fight, that's a different thing. Now you got to say, Lou would say, Richie, I want to box you. I would freaking say, Lou, tell me when. When are we doing this? You understand? So from my understanding, Lou is the one who went to Teddy Zane and said, I want to box you. Teddy Zane had every right at that point. He had every right to, if someone's going to call you out, then put up a shut up. But in my particular case, I did not challenge Teddy Zane. he just came out and he said, Lou bitched out, will Apefather fight me? Okay. So at first, my reaction to it is comical. You understand? My reaction to it is comical. I told Teddy Zane, I said, Teddy, listen, why don't we have a bowls contest? Because the medical theory is that people who take large amounts of steroids, their bowls shrink. This is not my opinion. This is medical fact. So I told him, I said, let's have a bowls contest. My Italian meatballs to your bowls. Okay, now, in no way is this meant to be gay or homosexual. This is just meant to be, does steroids reduce the bowls, the size of the bowls? Which I believe it does. And I also believe it reduces the schlong. It's again, this whole video is going to be limited or taken down. I don't even know why I'm wasting my time doing this live stream, because I just did a live stream the other day saying all this shit. I got to stop saying this shit because I say it and it's limited. But anyway, ape love ape, fear God only. Listen, I love God. I don't necessarily fear God. I love God. But I don't fear him. I believe that he's, all wisdom. He's the almighty God. And whatever decisions he makes is meant to be. So it's like, I don't fear him because I trust him. I trust that he makes every decision that he makes is right. It's perfect. You know what I mean? He has the divine plan. So you don't fear someone who has the divine plan. You trusted them. I guess this whole video is going down the drain. I'm missing the point. This whole live stream, getting a little pissed off at myself. The point I'm trying to say is in life, I can't get comfortable. In life, are we in a fair situation? Are we in a fair see? It's like the stock market. You know why the stock market aggravates me? You know why the stock market gets me very, very angry? Because I feel that it's not a fair situation. It's not fair. It's like we're coming in here with our hard-earned money that we worked very hard for. And a lot of times we think that we're involved in a situation that's fair, and it's not. It's not fair. Look at MMTLP, right? Look at AMC. Look at GameStop. I mean, look at what they did in January 28th, shutting off the buy button, Robinhood. They stopped the potential monster squeeze, mother of all short squeezes, which is why everyone believed that AMC was next after what we saw with GameStop. But it's like now everyone's guards were up. You know, the SEC's guards were up. FINRA, the DTCC, after what happened to GameStop. And it is my opinion that AMC probably should have already had the MOAS. Okay, this is just my opinion. I'm not listening. I'm not giving anyone financial advice. I'm just giving you my opinion. You said my opinion is AMC should have already had the MOAS. But, you know, something happened after GameStop where the SEC, who knows? Again, this is just my opinion, could have met with various, you know, big people, okay, short sellers. Let's throw Ken Griffin in there and said, look, what's the situation here? And who knows? They could have said, look, we're in a mess here. We need help. We need a bailout. You know, which again could be this 1-for-10 reverse stock split. Okay. Again, look, I'm just telling you a lot of things I say is based on my opinion. Okay. So do not take it as financial advice because I hate that every time I say something, someone's going to be like, are you giving financial advice? I'm just telling you, if you look at GameStop and you saw what happened, how they destroyed Melvin, destroyed them. And then all of a sudden, Robinhood had to step in and shut off the buy button. You kind of just ask yourself, what would have happened if Robinhood didn't do that? You understand? And didn't shut off the buy button. So that's all I'm saying. What is the difference if it's 3 years ago? This guy is the biggest moron in the world. This guy Cleet. He comes to all these live streams. So are you trying to say that because something is 3 years ago, it's right that they had the right to cheat? Is that what you? I don't understand what your point is. You see, this is a guy who's. I don't know if this guy works for the hedge funds or if he's just a dumbass. Okay, but this is the prime example of someone who's a very, very low IQ person. This guy, Cleet Torres. Okay, Cleet, if you're in a situation, listen to me. Let me give you an analogy because this guy's a moron. Okay, let's say you're in Atlantic City, and I just throw you an example. You're playing roulette. I'm not going to name casinos. I'm giving you an analogy here. You put $1,000 on red. Now, let's just say it's a fair friggin' bet. There's no cheating going on, nothing, right? It's a fair bet. It's almost a 50% chance you're going to win. If you take it in account the green, it's about a 45% chance that red is going to hit, right? Okay, but let's say they have some kind of a system. Okay, let's say that we don't know about, that's not disclosed, that they can control. In other words, the casino can control the outcome of the bet. So in other words, they could just press a button on their computer and the roulette wheel will hit black. Do you know what that's called, Cleet? Cheating. Okay, it's called cheating. And that means that you didn't have a fair bet. So would you be okay with that, Cleet? Like, would you be okay if you put $1,000 on red, but yet it was a guarantee that you were going to lose? Would you be fine with that? Would you accept that if you knew that was the case? I don't know if he's going to answer me this moron, but anyway. What's up, CC? Yeah, talking about cheating, there's this other friggin' Babaluke here. And SCFT. Okay. This guy just, I can't. I just can't anymore. It's like, you're talking about a guy, Lou, listen to me, whose first channel was vaporized. And he's still like proud of him, this guy. Look, add SCFT. He's still proud of Lou. He's proud of him. It's like Lou is doing great. 7,519,313 views. Lou is really doing great. He's catching up to you, Apefather. He's gonna pass you. But I'm just trying to make a point. Do you know who Lou is? I know you're saying you hate him, but do you understand? Like, I'm not delusional. Everything that I've done, listen to me. You want to hear something? Let me tell you the facts. All right, let me tell you the facts. When I first started YouTube, whether you like this or not, these are the facts. I was getting 75,000 views a video, 50,000 views a video, 25,000 views a video. Now, for some odd reason, okay, I'm getting 10 views a video, 15 views a video. Okay. But on my shorts, I'm getting thousands and thousands of views. Okay. So that's why I don't just limit myself to AMC anymore. I do my joke videos. I do, which I kind of always did, but I admit to you in the very beginning, about 90% of my content was AMC. About 90%. Now it's changed because I just realized a lot of things. I realized that, okay, granted that a lot of apes have sold. They have. I'm going to admit the truth to you. There are still apes that are holding with diamond balls of steel. They're still out there. We still got 4 million apes in AMC. Okay. So the thing is that there are still AMC YouTubers such as Lou, whose content 100% is AMC. And they're still getting thousands upon thousands of views per video. Okay. I'm the Apefather. Okay. I'm the Apefather. I am much, much more known than Lewis. Okay. So there is, if we're just basing things in terms of AMC, I should be getting equally, or if not more, views on every video than Lou, especially when I'm talking about AMC. Okay. But I could put out AMC videos and something is happening where I get 15 views. And don't tell me it's fair, you friggin' morons. Don't tell me it's fair. Okay. There is something going on. I could be potentially shadow banned. Okay. I'm going to say it's alleged. But do you want to hear how amazing the Apefather is? That you give me no credit? Do you want to hear how effing amazing I am? Even potentially being shadow banned, right? Potentially being shadow banned. I still have more friggin' views than Lou, who's obviously not shadow banned, right? Okay. That's called like Superman. I'm Superman. That YouTube potentially is shadow banning me. Again, I'm going to say it's alleged. All of you are complaining about me, right? All of you are sending YouTube complaints, doing everything in your power to get me either shut down or shadow banned. And despite all of your efforts, right, I'm still ahead of Lou. Now, again, this isn't a case where you have a guy who's most likely cheating. You have a guy who's most likely cheating. Because why do I say that? Who would willingly, and I don't want to keep repeating this to you people, but who would willingly shut down a channel that has over 80,000 subscribers, right? And over 73 million views? Who would willingly do it? No one. There's not one person on planet Earth who's making $300,000 to $400,000 a year. They're just going to shut down that channel. No one, I don't care. No one would do it. You know, all you people come out with your theories. Oh, he's afraid of the SEC. Bullshit. If he was afraid of the SEC, he would have come back with the identical name of his channel that he had before. He's not afraid of nothing. Lou got caught with his pants down like he always does when he's around, Tyrone and Jamal. Lou got caught with his pants down and his shadow got vaporized. And will it happen again? Most likely. So you're all trying to compare someone who's a cheater to someone like me, who's not possible. Listen to this one. I'm going to go a step further. Not only am I not a cheater, but I might be the one who's being cheated. Like, you understand? Not only, let me repeat that. Not only am I not a cheater, I might be the one who's being cheated, because once again, I want to reiterate to you, I am known all over the AMC community. I am the Apefather. I started off getting 75,000 views, 50,000 views, 25,000 views a video. So don't give me any bullshit. Now you're all trying to make it seem like it's fair that I'll get 10 views a video. It's fair. That's not fair. It's called being shadow banned. But again, I'll say it's alleged because I can't prove it. But when you're getting 25,000 views a video and then suddenly you're getting 10 views a video, something is rotten in Denmark. Okay. Now this guy, Lou, gets vaporized, right? He had over 80,000 subscribers. Where's all his subscribers? Where'd they go? Did they disappear? Did they vanish into space? Where are all of his subscribers? Why didn't all of his 80,000 subscribers immediately resubscribe back to Lou? How come you can't answer these simple questions? What's up, Sancho? Can I get a shout out to Daddy's boy Dale for quitting paid pills? You're funny. Let me just add SCFT. If you think YouTube is what you want it to be, success in your life, at least put some effort. Put some effort. I have close to 21,000 videos uploaded. I have more. Did you hear the comment that just guy? Listen to me. This guy ADSCFT. He tells me if I want to be successful, I should put more effort into YouTube. I have more videos currently uploaded than the largest YouTube channel in the friggin' world, T-Series. Apefather has more videos uploaded than T-Series. And by the way, T-Series has over 200 billion views. And they have less videos. They have less videos uploaded than me. And this guy's telling me I'm not making enough of an effort in YouTube. This guy's a God. God, baby, God. You understand? Bellevue straitjacket time for this guy. This guy needs to get a shot at Thorazine. He needs to be immediately put into a mental institution. The guy's telling me I'm not putting enough of an effort. Buddy, I have more videos uploaded than the world's largest YouTube channel. Go make yourself a tuna sandwich. Go get your shine box, okay? And go friggin' take a drink of cream soda. You friggin' lunatic. Make more of an effort, he's telling me. Thank you, Jay Clem. I love you, brother. Now that's a true supporter of the Apefather, Jay Clem. Apefather loves you. God bless, brother. So anyway, look, just here's the final thing I'm going to say about the whole Teddy Zane thing. There it is. I'm going to end it by saying this. Teddy believes that people who take anabolic steroids are not cheaters, but then he makes a video. You should all watch this short video that he made. And he says, look, you're only cheating if you're the only one who's doing it. Okay. So that means that if you're in a boxing match, and I'm not afraid. I just want to be clear. I would actually box Teddy Zane. Listen to me. I would actually go down, okay, to Alabama, where he's from, and I would box him. I am not afraid of it. But the only question is, will it be a fair boxing match? That's the only question. Because if it was done on a professional level, that boxing match, the person who took steroids would be disqualified. I'm not trying to sound like a bitch. Because a lot of people say I sound weak when I say this. Okay, it would be the same comparison. Would Teddy Zane fight me if I had brass knuckles on? Would he fight me? Like if he was not allowed to wear, let's say Teddy had to wear boxing gloves. Here's the situation. Teddy had to wear boxing gloves and I had to wear brass knuckles. And then we had a fight. Would Teddy Zane accept that fight? I don't think he would. I don't think he would unless he's insane. Because if I connect one punch, he's gone. He's done. Steroids or no steroids, he's finished. Okay. So the thing is, what all of you people do, and it pisses me off, is you can't just understand the difference between something that's fair versus something that's not fair. And that's the reason why AMC is in the shape it's in, if you want me to tell you all the truth. Because all of you friggin' apes out there, we should be banding together. We should be organized, okay? And we should be acquiring AMC. We should be firing Adam Aaron. We should be firing the AMC board of directors. But you all have this concept still that Adam Aaron has our best interest at heart. The AMC board of directors have our best interest. They don't have our best interest. Adam Aaron is making $23-24 million a year. He doesn't have our best interest at heart. So once again, it comes down to what's fair and what's not fair. Okay. And I'm telling you, in my opinion, this whole thing that's going on with AMC has not been fair from the start. From the start, it's terrible. The whole situation between, the fact that we don't know what the real shares are versus the fake shares. There could be potentially 2 trillion synthetic shares in display. It's never been proven or disproved. Between, friggin' payment for order flow, control, dark friggin' pools. I mean, it's friggin' crazy. We have buy orders that remain in the dark pools that could be for up to 30 days. Even Gary Gensler himself said this. Gary Gensler said there's something wrong with the dart pools. I heard it. He goes, we're going to be looking into it. When are you going to be looking? He goes, maybe I used to call him, it's on the table or it's under the table. Gary Gensler. He always will say it's on the table. He goes, dark pools, payment for order flow, it's on the table. What about the failed to delivers? What about how AMC made the threshold list? What about all this stuff? So look, I can give you guys so many examples of how this is not a fair marketplace. This is unfair. And that's all the Apefather is saying is this. I like competing, but I want it to be fair. That's all. Let's have a competition that's fair. It would be, imagine if like you never played the piano in your life. Here's an example. Imagine if you never played the piano. You understand? And I said to you, let's have a competition for $100,000. Who plays the piano better, me or you? You understand? I've been playing piano since I'm 10 years old. I'm 45. That's 35 years that I have playing the piano experience. 35 years experience. Who thinks that you're going to be a better piano player than me? Who thinks? Someone who never played the piano before. You think you're going to take 2 or 3 lessons and play better than me? It's not going to happen. It's an impossibility. I've been playing for 35 years. Okay, so that's all I'm saying. I believe in fair competition. So with that said, that's all I have to say to Teddy Zane. I'm going to drop it now. It's dropped. If he continues it, let him continue it. Okay, but that's my point. That's what I wanted to get across. How about me and Teddy do a jam in terms of music? Sure. Teddy's a great guitarist. You know, he's a great guitar player, man. And listen, I give Teddy Zane a lot of credit. Look, I respect people in life, and I've said this every time I make a video on Teddy Zane. Teddy Zane did everything in his life that he has. It's because of Teddy Zane. It's because of himself. It's because of himself. He didn't get no help. And anybody who builds an empire themselves, I have the highest respect for. And I always told Teddy Zane that. I said, Teddy, bro, between your beautiful house, your gym, everything he's done in his life, he had a restaurant. I'm like, Teddy, you're the man. He did it all himself. All the money he's made, he made it for himself. That's beautiful. That's very inspirational. So I have a lot of respect for Teddy Zane, but sometimes I think he goes a little nuts. He gets a little crazy, and he starts making crazy statements like, oh, Lou bitched out. Does the Apefather want to take his place? And then we have to have conversations about that. And again, I would have no problem. I love boxing. I love boxing. Look, if I was in Alabama, 100% I would box Teddy Zane. 100%. And one day, we were in Florida last year. I might be going to Florida again. Maybe I'll surprise Teddy. Maybe, you know what I might do? Because Teddy gave out his address of his gym, Champions Fitness. Maybe one day I'll show up there unannounced, and Teddy Zane will go into shock. I'll say, it's the Apefather, Teddy. How you doing, brother? Let's put on the gloves. I have no problem throwing punches with him. You know what I mean? The only question will be if, let's say, I lose that fight. Let's say I fight Teddy and we have a boxing match. At the end of the fight, I lose. He knocks me out. Okay. Will it be a fair knockout? That's the question. Will it be a fair knockout, being he's on anabolic steroids? I don't think it's fair. That's all I'm saying. That's it. You could call me anything. You could say to me, Apefather, you sound like a biatch. You sound like, see, I'm not a coward, because you know why I'm not a coward? I'm telling you why. I would fight Teddy Zane. I'm not a coward. You hear what I'm saying to you. I would go to his gym in Alabama. I will put on the gloves and I'll friggin' fight him. And I'll give it my ultimate effort to try to win the fight. But at the end of the day, if I lose the fight, okay, was it fair? That's all I'm saying. That's my point. Was it fair? I don't think so. I don't think a guy who's been on steroids for about 20, 30 years, that's not a fair matchup. And that's why in a real sports, competition that's professional, he would be disqualified. That's all I'm saying. It is very fair. All right, see, this guy is obviously, look, and SCFT, this guy is obviously, he's saying I'm delusional. So then let me ask you a question. How come in every single professional situation, whether it be boxing, whether it be basketball, whether it be the NFL, whether it be Major League Baseball, if someone is caught taking steroids, they're effing disqualified? Look at Barry Bonds. Look at everybody. There's so many of them. Jose Canseco, Mark McGuire, Lance Armstrong. How do you explain all of this? How do you explain that all of these athletes have gotten in trouble, you friggin' Babaluke? Why don't they say Barry Bonds when he broke friggin' Hank Aaron's record for the home run record, right? Then they found out that he was on steroids. Major problem, right? Okay. Did Hank Aaron take? See, that's the question. Did Hank Aaron take friggin' steroids? No. Bobby Bonds did. Now, I'm not saying to you that Bobby Bonds is not a fantastic athlete. The guy is incredibly strong. Listen to me. That guy was a monster. So was Mark McGuire. So was Jose Canseco. These guys were powerful, strong athletes, but they admitted to taking steroids, of which gave them an edge and of which Major League Baseball considered it to be a disqualification. That's all I have to say on it. Bro, it's nothing to do with this guy Cleet is a complete idiot. This guy is a complete utter idiot. This guy Cleet Torres. It's not about professional. Listen to me. It's about cheating. This guy's an idiot. Listen to me. If you're not cheating in a professional situation, they don't say nothing to you. They only say something to you if you're cheating, which means you're taking steroids. That's cheating. That's it. Okay. So I don't want to keep repeating this. That's it. This is not my opinion. This is the opinion of every professional forum. Everything. Major League Baseball, boxing, NFL, NBA. This is not my opinion. So if you feel otherwise, go take it up with all of them. Go take it up with the NBA. Go take it up with the NFL. They're the ones who feel people who are taking steroids are cheating. So that's all I have to say to you. This is not the Apefather. This is the entire sport friggin' industry at large. It's not fair and square, Antonio. It's not fair and square. You're a delusional psychopath. Bro, I don't want to keep repeating this to you. Lou has been cheating since day effing one. Lou has been cheating. Okay. And he's still cheating. But you know what it is? It's going to take, you know what it's going to take for Antonio Miranda to realize this? It's going to take when Lou's channel, his second channel, is vaporized. I can't wait to hear what Antonio Miranda says at that point. I can't wait. I can't wait when Lou's channel's down and Apefather is still around and I'm still going. We're going to have that conversation. And Antonio, what you should be saying, you missed my whole first of my live. You should have listened to the whole live stream. I was getting 75,000 views a video when I started, 50,000 views a video, 25,000 views a video. Nobody goes from that, Antonio, to 10 views, you sick lunatic. And you know what's amazing? You know what's amazing, Antonio Miranda, that he gives me no credit, despite the fact that I'm probably being shadow banned by YouTube. Again, I'm going to say that it's alleged because I can't prove it. Despite the fact that I went from 25,000 views to some cases under 10 views a video, I still have more views than Lou. I still have more views than Teddy Zane. I still have more views than most people. And this is this is possibly being shadow banned. This is me being allegedly shadow banned. I have more views than friggin' Lou. I have more views than Teddy Zane. This is again, potentially being shadow banned. I'll say alleged, but that's incredible. That's incredible. So could you imagine if I wasn't being cheated? Could you imagine if this was a fair playing field? I would have 100 billion views right now. If this was a fair playing field, I'd have 100 billion views. That's what this jackass Antonio Miranda doesn't understand because he's a jackass. All right, that's what he doesn't understand. But you have to understand something. Look, ADSCFT. Do I look like a financial planner? A guy who puts a fur coat on? Listen to me. Like if I was ever taken to court, can I explain what I would tell the SEC or judge? Okay. The first thing I would do is show them my portfolio, and I would show them the amount of money I invested in AMC. So they can see I'm no bullshit. I put hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars in AMC. Hundreds of thousands of dollars. So that's the first thing I would show them, that I put my money where my mouth is. The second thing I would show them is my videos where I say I would show them my disclaimer. I'm not a financial planner. I don't give financial advice. It's for entertainment purposes only. I'm an entertainer. Now, if that's not enough, I'll show them how I make videos on the throne where I'm crapping. You know what I mean? I'll show them videos where I got my mother's fur coat on and I'm singing "Careless Whisper" by friggin' George Michael. I'll show them where I got a fur coat on. I'm jumping in my friggin' pool with a fur coat on. So you got to ask yourself, is that typically what financial planners do? No. That's what psychopaths, crazy people, entertainers do. And I'm pretty sure after a few videos, okay, of the judge seeing me pull out my friggin' ass hair and one time try to eat it, I'm pretty sure that the judge is going to determine that I'm not a financial planner. I'm pretty confident. I'm pretty confident. I didn't lose any money on AMC, Bruce, because I didn't sell. Okay. When you sell, you lose money, brother. I hate it when people say that shit. My wife wants to see you do a video of skinny jeans. I'll try it. I don't even think I have any skinny jeans anymore. I haven't been skinny for a while. It's nothing to do with the algorithm, brother. It's nothing to do with the algorithm. Listen to me. I have been getting, and I want to keep repeating this, views that were 75,000, 50,000, 25,000 views a video. You have to understand, nobody goes from that to 10 views. Nobody. That would be like, let me give you an extreme. Let's say Mr. Beast is getting 100 million views a video, right? Mr. Beast is getting 100 million views. Then something happens, I don't know, whatever. He starts getting lower views. Now, it'd be one thing if he goes from 100 million views to 90 million views. Not too bad. Let's say it goes from 100 million views to 50 million views. Now you start maybe saying, wow, something's up. But what would happen if you went from 100 million views to 1 billion views a video or 500,000 views a video? Now Mr. Beast has to start questioning YouTube. He has to start saying, why did I go from 100 million views to 500,000 or 300,000 views a video? Am I shadow banned? Again, alleged, I'm just saying, but he would have the right to question them. It's the same exact situation with me. It's not about algorithm. I'm not doing anything different. Look, I'm doing everything the same today that I did back in the old days. Nothing is different. A matter of fact, I think I'm even doing more. I think I'm even doing more with the food videos, with the comedy. I'm doing more because I didn't do all of that back then. 90% of my videos was AMC. Antonio, listen to me. You're right. I have a video that has 102,000 views, but I have a tremendous amount of videos that are high up there in views. All right. I don't have to prove myself to you, but brother, I have close to 8 million views. Antonio, go relax, please. Show it, bro. There's tremendous amounts of videos. Just you go look, do more research. You're only finding a few. There's tremendous amounts of videos. How would I have all these views? Let me ask you a question. See, you want to know how Antonio sounds like a hypocrite? I'm gonna prove to all of you right now how this idiot sounds like the biggest hypocrite in the world. Okay. So on one end of the spectrum, he's trying to prove that Lou, check this out, is on a fair level. Let me use the word fair. On a fair level, Lou is outproducing me. On the other end of the spectrum, he's not being realistic that I went from going from 30,000 views, that he's even saying it himself, to in some cases videos that are under 10 views. So if this dude had any common sense, any logic, any friggin' common sense whatsoever, he would say, Apefather, something is rotten in Denmark. How did you go from 50,000 views, 30,000 views to under 10 views? Okay, he would say that, but he's an idiot. He's a hypocrite. He's an idiot. And I'm telling you right now, you should be giving me credit. You should be all giving me credit because I actually have more. Check this out. I'm the one being cheated, Antonio Morata. Are you listening to me, you dumbass? I'm the one being cheated. I'll say it's alleged, but I'm the one. And yet still, I have more views than Teddy Zane. And I have more views than Lou. So you should all be giving me a pat on the back. Okay, because that's pretty remarkable if you ask me. That's pretty incredible if you ask me. It's incredible. It's incredible that I have possibly been shadow banned all this time, and I still have more views than Lou, and I still have more views than Teddy Zane. But instead of you giving me credit, you're taking a guy like Lou, who's a cheater, okay, who's probably using fake accounts, who's using bots. Bro, his first shadow was vaporized. His first shadow was shut down. Okay. This is a guy who stole money from senior citizens who went to jail. Bro, the guy's a cheater. He's a fraudster. He's a con man. And you're trying to say he's beating me fair and square. He's not beating me fair and square. Again, I'll say it's all alleged, but it's my opinion. It's bullshit, Antonio. I used to make fun of, let me prove you wrong right now. I used to make fun of Teddy Zane when he did those concrete videos. You know, I was making fun of him. I was like, how did this guy go from his China friggin' IPOs, Hong Kong IPOs, right, to concrete videos, right? Well, it so happens that if you actually do some homework, check this out. His concrete videos got him over 100. I think 3 of his videos that were concrete got over 100,000 views. Think about that for a second. I'm not even talking about his Hong Kong IPO videos. I'm not talking about his Discord videos. I'm not talking about his China IPO videos. I'm talking about his concrete videos. Got like 3 of his concrete videos got over 100,000 views each. So how do you explain that? So according to all of your points, right, when you switch topics, right, that hurts a channel. That's what Antonio Morada just said. He said, when you switch topics, it hurts a person's channel. So if all of your theories were correct, when Teddy Zane switched from the China IPOs, he switched from, being a finance person, right, Hong Kong IPOs, and started doing concrete videos, that his channel should have dropped in views. Those concrete videos, in theory, should have got 10 views or below. Correct? Well, how do you explain that Antonio Morada? I like to ask him this question because he's always the one who wants to be analytical. How do you explain how Teddy Zane's concrete videos, which is something he never did before in his channel, got the most views out of any other of his videos? His concrete videos got over 100,000 each. How do you explain that, Antonio Morada? See, now I'm waiting for him. Antonio Morada just made a statement. Let's see if he answers that question. Bullshit. It's not true. Teddy Zane also has 10 different topics. Bro, if you look at Teddy Zane's videos, okay, they're about fitness, right? So let's talk about topics. Fitness, working out, okay. Then he's got the Discord. Then he's got Hong Kong, China IPOs. Then he's got concrete. Then he's got making lemon shakes, making shakes. Then he's got music videos in some cases, talking about Eddie Van Halen. Teddy Zane has a lot of different topics too. Antonio, you're a hypocrite. Go get your shine box. Go home and get your shine box, bro. You'd be embarrassed to have Apefather as my dad. Well, not when my son is jumping in a $75,000 pool, and he's having a barbecue with porterhouse steaks, and he's on the honor roll in school, and he's living life to the fullest. And my daughter, so they're not too embarrassed. I think my wife's coming in here. So anyway, there's not much more I have to say on the whole Teddy Zane issue. I made my points. I feel that, steroids is a form of cheating if you're competing against someone who's not on steroids. That's it. That's again, would that mean I wouldn't box Teddy Zane? No. If I was in Alabama, which I might be, I might shock him one day. Show up at his gym, and we'll throw on the gloves. We'll have a little fun. But I'm just going to say, if he beats me, was it a fair win? And I would really want to ask Teddy Zane if he feels it's a fair win. I really would like to answer that question, because I didn't ask to fight Teddy Zane. He's the one who brought it up. Lou is the one who asked to fight him. I'm just saying that I don't think it would be fair. But here's the thing with me. I'm not afraid of nothing. See, I'm not saying to all of you, as you know, there's times I lose, right? I know that all of you get a big kick. You call me the almost father. But what you don't understand about me in life is this. I don't fear anything. I'm not saying to you I'll win every battle. but I'll fight a friggin' lion. I'll fight a friggin' grizzly bear. You understand? If my child was in the ocean, I mean, there was a great white shark, I would jump into the ocean. I would save my child, and I would let that great white shark eat me just to get my children out of the way. So I'm not afraid of anything. It doesn't mean I'm always going to win. Like, I'm not saying to you I would beat Teddy Zane in a fight, but I would fight him. I would fight him. If he beats me at the end, the only question is, was it fair? And I would want to ask him his opinion. I really would say, do you think that this was a fair match? That you're on friggin' anabolic steroids for like 30 years? That's all I have to say about that. Okay, so Antonio now is showing his true colors of being a hypocrite. He's actually admitting, listen to this. Can everyone read Antonio's Miranda's comment? He says, haters report me all the time. Okay. So do you know what that means when you say that, Antonio? When you say haters report me all the time, you're stating that because they report me all the time, YouTube might have shadow banned me. You're actually saying this. In other words, what you're saying is because haters report me all the time, that YouTube might have limited my viewership or limited something, correct? Is that what you're saying? Is that your point? So then how do you feel that Lou, who's not being reported all the time, listen to me, you Mama Luke, listen to me, you Stunad, who has the common sense of a friggin' pigeon. Listen to me. Listen to me. If you're saying that haters report me all the time, you're saying that that might have caused YouTube in some way to lower my viewership, to intentionally, lower my viewership, or to possibly shadow ban me. We'll say it's all alleged, but that's according to your theory. Now, Lou, who's not been reported all the time, has fair viewership. So you're admitting right now on the record, Antonio Miranda is admitting on the record that this is not a fair competition. Because Lou hasn't had people who complained about him in the same record numbers that I have. And the best part is I'm still beating Lou. That's the best part. So with all of your haters, all of your efforts of complaining, filing complaints, I still have more views than Louis loves Gluey. Okay? Well, you never reported me, but there's a lot of people online, Antonio Miranda. You're not the only person. Yeah, ha, WTF, Lou is cheating. Ha. Lou is not playing a fair game. He never did. Which is why his new channel will be vaporized, in my opinion, very soon. All right, Antonio, try to explain it easy to me. Because I just made you look like a fool about 10 times already. He is better than me, Lou. That's why Lou has a beauty. Yeah, he's richer than me. That's why he's got the penthouse. He's got the two Teslas. He's got the Porsche. He's got millions and millions of dollars. Yet he went from, a Starbucks venti coffee. Lou used to always get Starbucks. Now he gets a $1 bodega cup of coffee. Oh, but this is a millionaire. This is a millionaire. Someone who goes into a restaurant, he films a mosquito. This guy, WTF, breaks my balls if I go to the Olive Garden. He breaks my balls if I go to Applebee's. I'm spending $200 a day. He breaks my balls $1,400 a week. Minimum. This is on fast food. When I go to nicer restaurants like Zato's, $400 a meal. When I go to L&B Spumoni Gardens, $400, $500 a dinner. I'm just making a point. When I go to smaller restaurants like Applebee's, right? $200 dinners. He's breaking my balls. Lou goes into a restaurant. He films a mosquito. He doesn't film any food that he's eating. Now, Lou, as you know, is a large man. Lou is a large man. I'm not saying to you that Lou doesn't eat well. Because if you look at Lou's fat on his body and fat on his face, we all know that Lou eats very, very well. But here's the question. What exactly does Lou eat that he's so fat and that he's so big? What exactly does he eat? Because he doesn't show us anything. Lou's not showing it. For a guy who's a multi-millionaire, listen to me. For a guy who's a multi-millionaire, why isn't Lou showing us what he eats? Why, don't you think Lou should be eating like at a gourmet friggin' restaurant, 5-star restaurant, showing us at least a $400 or $500 dinner, at least once in a while? He never did. Not one video, not one single video has Lou ever showed us. I think there was just one time I saw Lou was in front of a Chinese restaurant. That's the only video I saw. He was in front of a Chinese restaurant saying he was about to go eat. Other than that, Lou has never showed us what he eats. And I have a theory on this. The theory is that Lou is probably on food stamps. He's on government assistance, and he's getting free health care as well as he's getting free food. Again, I'll say it's alleged, but that's my opinion. Look, I have no doubt that XRP, Ripple, and I never did. I used to be very, very big into cryptocurrency. And I believe that Ripple is going to be a monster one day. And I'm not saying that, and even Stella, I'm not taking that away from you, but when you say FAMC, well, when you're down 200K, you got to hold, brother. You can't, I'm not going to leave right now. I'm not going to exit with a $200,000 loss. Okay. But I understand where you're coming from, but a lot of people lost on crypto. But again, I'm not giving financial advice. I'm just making a point. Look, Antonio, I never really sat down and did an accounting of how much I'm down on AMC. Okay, so let's just leave that to be, we'll call it to be determined. But right now, until you sell, it's not a loss. Thank you, brother. AC Cobra. So I'm going to be ending this in another few more minutes. Okay, let's read what Antonio Morada has to say. He goes, there are multiple reasons. Number one, AMC lost interest. You make videos on 10 topics. You have been repeated. I think he meant to say reported, and bad content. You have no YouTube aesthetic content. You get reported constantly. All right, can we go through each one? Okay, so let's start with AMC lost interest. Every other AMC YouTuber besides me is still getting thousands and thousands of views. Every single, look at Frankie Muhammad, look at Donahue George, look at Lou, okay? Look at every single other AMC YouTuber. They're still getting thousands of views. So the concept of what you're saying, AMC lost interest, is complete bullshit. It is complete bullshit. I should be getting just as many views as Donahue George, as the Marine. Even the Marine gets a lot of views. The Marine, Frankie Muhammad, Lou, you're full of shit, Antonio Morada. Okay. You make videos on 10 topics. So does Teddy Zane. Teddy Zane makes videos on fitness. Teddy Zane makes videos on concrete. Teddy Zane makes videos on China IPOs, on friggin' Hong Kong IPOs, guitar solos, Eddie Van Halen. Okay. Bullshit. Okay. There's only one thing that you said on your whole list that makes any sense. I have been reported. Boom. Booyaka. That's the only thing that you said on that list that makes any sense. I have been reported. Exactly. So what you're admitting to is that because I've been reported so much, my viewership might have been reduced from, let's say, YouTube. I could be potentially shadow banned. We'll say it's alleged, but that's what you're driving at. What you're driving at by saying I've been reported a lot is I might be shadow banned. Now, if let's assume for a second that's actually true, and let's say I have been shadow banned, I'm still above Lou in views. I'm still above Teddy Zane in views. So you know what that's called? It's called being John J. Rambo. It's called being Rocky Balboa. It's called being Superman. I'm Superman, mother effers. I'm the Incredible Hulk. I'm shadow banned, allegedly. We're going to say allegedly, and I'm still doing better than Lou. Being shadow banned. I'm still doing better than him. I'm still doing better than Teddy Zane. Can you imagine if it was fair? Could you imagine if I had 100 billion views, I would be on the level of Mr. Beast. I would be on the level of T-Series if this was fair. But guess what? A lot of you see, now this goes back to what I was saying before. I'm going to say it's all alleged because I can't prove it, but I feel I am being cheated, but I'll say it's alleged. But this goes back to the Apefather is not afraid of anything. Most people in my position right now would have quit YouTube. I would say about 99% of people. Seriously, I'm not going to say 100%. I'm going to say 99% because there's always that 1%. 99% of people in my position would have quit YouTube. They would say it's a waste of my time. Nothing is coming of this. I'm sick of it. I'm out. I'm done. The Apefather doesn't quit. I don't quit. I don't quit on AMC. I don't quit on YouTube. I'm not afraid of anything. So, like I said to you at the beginning, I may not always win, but I fight the fight, baby. I fight the fight each and every day of my life. And nothing and nobody is going to ever make me quit. Not even the world's largest friggin' corporation, not even Google, not even the world's largest corporation is going to make me quit, because I have a plan that even YouTube and Google can't beat the Apefather. I will continuously, upload videos over and over and over again. Eventually, I'm going to become so popular. Eventually, YouTube will have to remove shadow ban. If there is a shadow ban, I'll say it's alleged, but eventually they're going to have to do it. So I am fighting so many systems right now in my life. I'm fighting the corrupt Wall Street system. I'm fighting the corrupt social media system, because I believe that's corrupt as well. And that's probably the reason why Lou cheats. The reason why Lou cheats is he knows it's corrupt. He knows it's corrupt, and that's why he does his little tricks with his fake accounts, his multiple accounts. Forget about it with that guy. Again, I'll say it's alleged, but it's subject to my opinion. Antonio Barada, if you're trying to apply that I buy subs, I'd be willing to make a bet with you anytime, brother. Listen to me. I'd be willing to make a bet whenever you're ready. And you can name the price. It could be 100,000, 200,000, 500,000, $1 million. You name the price, and I will give you access to speak to Google. You can speak to them, okay, and confirm if I've done anything of a cheating nature. And if I did, I will pay you $1 million. Okay, so no, but you're making a point. Like, I can't answer that question. Listen, it's the same. It's the same question that you're asking me. Okay, on why I went from 75,000 views, right, to like 10 views a video. Okay, so I can't answer that question. Is it possible that people subscribed to me a long time ago and decided to never unsubscribe? You know, when I first started, I immediately got 10,000 subscribers. You know what I mean? Maybe these people no longer watch me, but they remain subscribed. I don't know. I can't answer that question, Antonio Barata. I don't know. But I will say this. I've never paid for a sub, and I never cheated. Okay? That I'll say. The reason why I won't say it's the same with Lou is because Lou was getting, like, in his other channel, he was getting like 40,000 views a video minimum. Go check. Well, I would say you can't check his old channel because it's vaporized. I was about to tell you to go check. Lou was getting like ridiculous amounts of views, okay, on his last channel. And it just doesn't make any sense because his viewership went down tremendously. Okay. So I feel there's something going on with Lou in the sense that he knew he got caught with his pants down. This is just my opinion. And he is now trying to stay in the game, but stay in the game under the radar. In other words, he doesn't want to be detected. He doesn't want to be detected by YouTube. So he's doing things where do you see how he's gradually growing, but it's not so much. It's like 100 subs here, 100 subs there. It seems very strategic what he's doing. We'll say, look, only time will tell. Okay, let's have this conversation. We'll lose second channel is vaporized. And me and Antonio could go head to head once again, and we can figure out what's going on. Get out, it's all alleged. Antonio, I understand what you're trying to say, brother, but look, let me ask you a question, Antonio. You seem to be a relatively intelligent guy. You're not as intelligent as me, but but you seem to be a relatively intelligent guy, okay? If someone robbed your house, let's say he was a friend of yours. I want you to think about this for a second. Let's call your friend. Your friend is his name is Lou. You have a friend whose name is Lou. He comes over for dinner. You know, you make him a fried chicken dinner, whatever. Okay. You make a little rice and beans. Okay. He comes over. One day he knocks you out. Just out, he knocks you out cold. You wake up after 2 hours. You are unconscious. The guy robbed all your jewelry in your house. He robbed cash money that you had in the house. He robbed everything in your house. Okay. Now let's say that you knew it was Lou. You understand? And I'm not saying the real Lou I'm just making up a character. This is a fictional character. His name is Lou. Now, let's say you knew it was Lou because the cameras in your house recorded Lou doing all of this. Now, here's the thing. You call the police up. They get Lou. They put him in jail. Done deal. After about 2 years later, Lou gets out of jail, knocks on your door. Again. Now, this is the same Lou who robbed your house. Says, Antonio, can I come in for dinner? Can you make me some fried chicken? Can you make me some rice and beans? Would you do that, Antonio? Let me ask you a question. Would you let that same Lou, who you knew robbed your house, robbed all your cash, robbed all your jewelry, would you let him back in your house for a second time? You understand? Where he could potentially knock you out cold again and steal everything in your house. Would you do it? That's my question to you. Would you do that, Antonio Miranda? Yes or no? Let's see if he answers me. Salud, Scott Jones. Nice, brother. You got to know when to hold them, know when to fold them, know when to walk away, know when to run. You never count your money. When you're sitting at the table, there'll be room enough for counting when the dealing's done. God bless, brother. I'm still waiting on Antonio Miranda's answer to my last question because I got to get going here. Because I made close to $10,000 and I'm holding on to the money, WTF. If I go back, there's a chance that I'll lose and give them back the money. I've learned a long time ago because I showed you a win-loss statement. I made a video how I was down 40,000 at AC. I didn't lose all my money. You know, Antonio, I'll tell you what, brother. No, I'm talking to Antonio. WTF, rather. WTF, I'll tell you what. Listen to me. You're so confident, right? You have more money than me. Why don't we meet up one day? Okay, why don't we meet up at my house? Okay, I'll show you all my assets. I really will. I'll make you the lucky person, okay? And we'll make a little wager. Okay. I really want to see all your assets. You have all this money, right? Let me see all your assets. How much could you show me? This guy probably lives with his mother. I know. I'm just trying to say this dude is some guy who probably lives in a basement apartment with his mom talking about me. All right. So it's all about honesty, like Billy Joel's song. Great song. Honesty is such a lonely word. Great song, man. But anyway, Antonio seems like he left the building. Antonio Miranda. I made a great question. I made this wonderful analogy for him about Lou the Robber. And it wasn't Lou that we're talking about. This was a fictional character, Lou, that I made up. And he didn't answer my question. So he's probably gone now. And I'm gone too. I got to get going. I got to see what we're going to eat today. But I will be back. Hopefully this live stream will not be taken down. Hopefully this live stream will not be limited, but we'll see what happens. But anyway, V for victory. Live stream is not financial advice. I'm not a financial planner. This is for entertainment purposes only. Everything I said is entertainment purposes only. God bless you, John Bennett. I'm sorry, bro. I'm about to run off here, but God bless. He's calling me Apefather. He's funny, this guy. Take care, everybody.